Have you ever wondered what it would be like to find yourself lost in the woods, with night closing in and nothing but the trees and animals keeping you company? That's the situation young Zach finds himself in during today's video. As the sun rose over the treetops this morning, Zach awoke with no memory of how he came to be out here all alone. All he knows is that he needs to find help before dark falls once more. But the woods hold unknown dangers. Will Zach survive long enough to make it out? Zach has been walking for what feels like hours, with no sign of anything familiar. The trees seem to go on forever in every direction. He tries calling out occasionally, but is only met with bird songs echoing back to him. His stomach growls, reminding him he hasn't eaten since before waking up lost in these woods. Night will be falling soon. What is Zach to do to find help in time? And can he avoid any predators that may be hunting as the light fades? Zach's thirst has become too great to ignore, so he decided to risk bending down for a drink from the narrow stream he's come upon. The water is cold and refreshing, reviving his spirits a little as he splashes it onto his face. But while stopped to rest, he spots something in the water, a clue, maybe to how he came to be lost out here, or to how he can find his way home again. He just has to figure out what it means before darkness falls. Will the answer come in time to save him? As Zach examines the clue more closely, trying to make sense of what it might reveal, he spots movement in the grass and ferns at the stream's edge, low and rustling, as if something is passing carefully through without being seen. His heart leaps in fright. Is it a predator stalking him as prey already? He holds very still, hardly daring to breathe, straining eyes and ears for any sign of what kinds of creatures might be sharing this part of the forest with him. When will he know if it sees him too, and if he's safe for the moment? The sun continues its downward path, and Zach knows he must keep moving if he hopes to find a way out before dark. But his discoveries by the stream have left him shaken and aware of how vulnerable he is alone in the wilderness. As the shadows of the trees stretch out before him, he hurries along the trail, but is something now hurrying after him, keeping to the cover of dusk? Will Zach make it to shelter in the deepening gloom, or will the coming night reveal greater perils than he yet knows? He has to keep going to have any chance of escaping this forest's mysteries. With night rapidly approaching, Zach is feeling desperate. He's been walking what feels like forever with no end to the trees in sight. Now even the trail is hard to make out in the dimming light. Which way should he go? How will he know when it's too dark to safely continue? A snap of a twig in the distance makes him jump. Is something following his every move, waiting for true blackness to fall before making its move? Zach gulps, his breathing coming in shallow gasps as he peers into the gathering shadows. One way or another, his ordeal in these woods is coming to a head. He just hopes dawn will find him free once more. Darkness has fallen, and Zach is alone in the inky black woods with no shelter or supplies. Strange sounds echo eerily through the trees, each one making him flinch in fear of what predators may be closing in, unseen all around him. How long can he last out here in the dead of night with his nerves worn thin? Will he be able to lay quiet and undiscovered till the morning light returns once more? Or will Zach's desperate situation draw unwelcome company in the shadows of these ancient trees? There seems no escape from the terrors of the night until dawn, if he can last that long. Only time will tell what creatures might stalk him as he huddles in the darkness. Well, gang, it seems our boy Zach has found himself in quite the predicament. Will he make it through the night and find his way out of these haunted woods? You'll have to join me next time to find out how his story continues. Until then, remember, be careful where you wander. You never know what mysteries might find you in the deep, dark forest. Thank you all for joining me on this harrowing adventure. I hope you'll come back for the next chapter. This is Roblox Forest Ranger Ryan, signing off for now. Happy trails until we meet again in the woods.